Recently, there's been a number of communications put out by the visa services offices within the Consular Affairs Unit at the State Department, press releases and different meetings that we've had as AILA. And unfortunately, the situation is pretty dire at the State Department. Not only in terms of funding issues and resources and staffing, but COVID. All of these kind of have impacted what's happening at the State Department. So we see this both at the National Visa Center and at the embassy and consular post level. So frankly, what's happened is that, COVID has impacted how staff is moved around between the embassies. As most of you know, foreign service officers are appointed to different offices, spend a stint there of anywhere from 2 to 5 years, and then move to another post. These transfers happen every year. They're on a rotating basis. And so COVID has definitely impacted that. Also due to COVID precautions and safety measures, staff is not in the office as they used to be. And so you have a reduction in consular services. And then that impacts all of the cases that are kind of at the National Visa Center waiting to be sent out. So when you understand the constraints related to COVID and staffing, then you start looking at the numbers of application and how that's being impacted and what the State Department has decided to do. So the first thing is they've said that they are going to prioritize immigrant visa applications and try to get those all scheduled since the immigrant visa ban has been lifted and the Muslim and Africa travel bans have been lifted. And so the cases that are at the post already, those, for example, that had an interview scheduled sometime before COVID and then COVID hit and all of those interviews had to be canceled, those cases are going to be given priority and start to be rescheduled. And then you have all of the cases that have been in the pipeline at the National Visa Center for immigrant visa applications, family-based and employment-based, that are all then going to have to get into queue to be scheduled in an interview. Just to give you an idea of some of the numbers in the past, so for example, in January 2020, roughly 75,000 immigrant visas were at the National Visa Center waiting to be sent to a post for an interview. Currently, that number, as well as of February, is 473,000 immigrant visa applications. So that's 6 to 7 times greater a number of applications that are waiting to get out to embassies.